This is Company 3, Cadet Briggs, Cadet Borrego, Cadet Henneke, Cadet Luke. We're going to be doing JPR 3D, which is Forcible Entry. Today we're going to be forcing this door and describing everything, all the steps to the JPR. We'll quickly go over them. First one, when you get to the scene, properly select the proper tools, which today we're going to be using the irons. Safely dismount your apparatus, grab your tools, safely carry them to the door that you're going to force. Correctly use the correct technique to force the door, and correctly size up the door, which will tell you what the door is made of, which way the door swings, and where your lock sets are, and it will help soften the door as well. So we're going to start by showing you walking up to the door after exiting the apparatus. Here we're going to show you a close-up of how to safely carry each tool. On the left here, the Halligan should be carried with the spike down with your hand covering the spike. On the right here, you've got the axe. You got the blade of the axe in the palm of your hand with your other hand securely holding the handle, and that is how to safely carry these irons.
After exiting the apparatus, we're going to correctly pick our tools, which we've decided the irons, and then we're going to safely carry it to the door. Right now we're going to size up what kind of door it is. It's a metal hollow door swinging inward, and we're going to choose the correct method, which is going to be throwing the forks into the door jamb. Right now, since we've approached the door, we're going to check for heat. I'm not feeling any heat. We're going to try the door. Try before you pry. We're going to want to, before we start prying, create a way to make sure that that we have control of the door after opening, which is with our webbing. Then we're going to sound the door so we know where the lock mechanism is. Sounds like the lock mechanism is right here. By banging on the door like that, what we're also doing is softening the door, which is going to make it easier for us to pry it open. At this point, to get our purchase point, we're going to press the door with the left foot. We're going to jam the forks into the door jamb here. And from here we have our purchase point. Now I'm going to have my partner come and start striking the Halligan. Alright, have my partner come up, strike, drive, yep, stop. Alright, at this point, the only time that I look at my partner is when we're going to stop driving. At this point we're going to start prying the door.
Is that the way they're teaching you to have your forks?
Strike. 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 Drive. Stop.
So now we're going to demonstrate on the opposite side, attacking a door that's an outward swinging door. And the easiest way to tell if a door is an outward swinging door is to try to find the pins from the hinge. So the hinges are out, so it's outward swinging. We're going to do the same method. Come up, size the door up, and sound it. Soften the door up. So we got a hollow metal door. Set my forks. Have my partner come up. Straight. Straight.
Alright, so for this section of JPR on Forcible Entry, we're going to be going over the window technique. What we're going to do is first select our appropriate tool, which will be the pike pole. We're going to safely carry the pike pole tip down to the window. We're gonna want to get on the windward side so the smoke's not blowing in our face once we forcible entry. We're gonna use the correct technique. So we're gonna go to the upper right hand corner first away from you. Like that. We're gonna work our way over to our upper left hand corner. We're gonna work our way down, turn around. Next we're gonna clear the sill. Get all the shards, glass out and everything else. And then finally we're gonna make sure all the blinds, drapes, anything behind is cleared out.
This portion of the JPR is going to be forcible entry through a wall. This wall here is an interior wall. The points of the JPR that we have to do is select the correct tool, which for this one we have the X, and so the last portion of the JPR is forcible entry through a wall. Here we have an interior wall. The points of the JPR is to select the appropriate tool, which for this one it's going to be a X. The second step of it is going to be to safely walk with the tool, which is how we demonstrated before. After you get to the wall, what you're going to want to do is look for any electrical outlets or anything to sort of warn you of any wires or utilities that you might encounter. Next, sound the wall to find the studs. Most studs are 16 inches from center. After you find the studs, then you're going to want to make an inspection hole. So at this point, after making the inspection hole, you're going to want to look for any utilities. And after that, then we're going to do forcible entry.
Alright, so for this section of JPR, we'll be going over window ventilation, or window entry. What you're going to do is select the correct tool, or appropriate tool, which we have the pike pole here. We're going to make sure we're going to carry it the correct way, the tip down. What we're going to do is we're going to walk up to the window. We're going to come to the windward side, so the wind is not, or smoke is not blowing in our face. Before we break the window, we're going to confirm with the IC that we're clear to break the window. Once we do that, we're going to start in the upper right hand corner. Break that section, move our way over to the left hand corner, come down, clear the sill of any glass shards or anything else. Next, we're going to want to clear the inside of any drapes, curtains, anything like that, and we'll make entry.